is slightly different from my normal unboxings because this is the first time that I'm purchasing a luxury bag on eBay. I have never done that because for me eBay is one of the places that I purchase like secondhand Zara items from, or I sell my Zara items on there. It's just never a place that I've thought about spending loads and loads of money on. And I've always stayed away from eBay because I've heard of people selling fake items on there and all that kind of jazz. So obviously this was all before the eBay authentication became a thing. The same way you buy your items on Vesta and they're authenticated, eBay is now offering that as an option. But I think that that has to be selected by the seller. So the seller has to agree to have their item authenticated. So this video would be for you if you're thinking about buying a luxury or designer bag or item, actually any item from eBay using the eBay authentication process, because I'm going to explain how that was for me. There were some issues with the bag and I'll explain to you how that was communicated to me and what I did, etc. So again, if you want to find out more about that, then definitely keep watching the video. So before I get into all of that, if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming and watching my videos and supporting me. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Odette and I do weekly fashion and lifestyle videos, and on my channel we discuss everything from affordable fashion all the way to luxury. Definitely consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. So when I received the bag, it came in a box. I don't have the box because I've thrown the box away, and in their dust bag. So very similar to what you get with the likes of Vesta and Fashion File. They would always put the item in their dust bag. If the item comes with a box or the item's own dust bag, they would have that almost packed away for you. In this case, the seller didn't have the box and not the dust bag, but that's not a problem for me. The bag is this. It's my sunset bag from YSL, and I purchased this bag for about £1,000, so that's almost 50% off. And the condition is, as you can see, very pristine, very good. So first and foremost, before you get something secondhand, I would always recommend trying it on in store so you're 100% sure you want to get it. And obviously, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I was on a hunt for a white bag, so I tried different ones and I settled for this one. So when I found it on eBay, I was super excited because it's exactly what I was looking for. The seller had listed it for about 1,400 something. I first bid for about 1,200 and she immediately accepted. But then I was like, you know what, I probably could bid lower. So I wrote her and asked her what it comes with, and she said she definitely has a receipt, and she actually shared the receipt that was there, but it doesn't come with a bag or a box. So I said, okay, because it doesn't come with a bag or a box, I want to bid lower. Are you happy to accept about £1,000? And she said, okay, that's fine. She relisted the whole thing and I bid for £1,000 and she accepted. I wonder what I could have gone for lower. So anyway, she sent the bag through, it went to eBay, they did their checks. Now, they reached out to me because they said, well, it has passed the authentication check. However, there's some defects about the bag that the seller didn't disclose when it was listed. And so they said that, you know, heads up, we are sending you an email and we have taken pictures of what the defects are. And if you wanted to still proceed, that's fine. Otherwise, you're well within your rights to say you don't want it and we can send it back to the seller. So that's another thing. If you're selling an item on eBay for authentication, please make sure that you disclose every single defect, because they went ham on this bag. Like, looking at the bag with the naked eye, I can't see the defects. So I understand how the seller didn't disclose it. I don't think she was trying to be disingenuous. I just think it's not that visible. Like, you really have to be like looking at it as an authenticator would in great detail, which sometimes as a seller you don't really do that. So I will pop up the things that were there and I'll probably list a couple of the things that they said were wrong with it. So I reached out to the seller and I said, hey, they've said this, they've said that. I think the biggest one was that she hadn't sent a copy of the receipt. So I reached out to her and she said, well, I can email that to you or whatever. So she sent it as a message through to me via eBay, and she actually said, you know what, if you don't want it, that's completely fine, because there are people on Facebook that actually want it for more than what you gave me, so I'm more than happy to receive it back. That's completely fine. So I got the receipt and I wrote back to the authenticators on eBay and said, that's completely fine. I'm happy to receive the bag as is. And one of the reasons why that was the case was because I knew I paid quite a bargain for this, because when I was checking on Vesta, this bag was listed for about 1,500, 1,400, so about 400, 500 more than what I actually paid for it. That's why I was more than happy to take this as this case. So I received the bag like 1 or 2 days after all of that. The only other thing that I've done, because obviously it's eBay Authenticator, I'm not shitting on them or anything, but I do have my concerns about eBay. The only extra thing I've done is I have taken pictures of this bag and I've sent it to another authenticator, like a reputable authenticator website, just to ask them whether it's the real one. To be honest with you, when I feel the bag, it feels like the real one. And I say that because I have actually tried on the bag in store, but just to be double sure, and also because I'm not an expert, I'd rather send it to 1 or 2 different sites to get their opinion. Yeah, so this bag is fantastic. As you can see, there are no visible issues with the bag, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but definitely in person I can't see anything. Even the scratch that they spoke of is barely there. The main issues with the bag is, and I will do a close-up so you can see, is that right here you can see there's some fading. So you can see it has been used because there is some type of fading with the metal here, which is really the scratches from constantly opening and closing the bag. Inside it looks great. Oh, I forgot to mention, it does come with the Saint Laurent warranty or proof of purchase or whatever. So she had this, which I think is great because, yeah, provides some level of certainty, I guess. And it comes with, this is sort of eBay's authentication thing. That's just what the bag looks like. There's a tiny stain here which I'm going to show you, and that's the stain that you saw there. That's the main defect on the bag, or the visible defect on the bag. It's probably a lipstick or something. Other than that, the bag is in perfect condition. I'm so happy that I picked up this bag. I've wanted this bag for quite some time. I've wanted a white bag for quite some time, and the bag looks like it's actually going to be quite durable. I say that because the other day when I was picking up the bag to do my luxury bag collection video, I had makeup on my hand and there was some makeup stains. Even when I looked at it today, there was some makeup stains on there. I knew it wasn't there when I got it because obviously I inspected the bag immediately as I received it. So it must have been when I was like touching the bag after doing my makeup. I freaked out a little bit, but because it's kind of smooth, shiny leather, what I did was I just took like a cloth, dampened it a little bit and wiped it off. The makeup came off quite easily. Nothing, I can't even see it. I don't even know where it was. I just know it was somewhere there, and there were 2 or 3 locations where they were found, and they all came off quite easily. Another thing that makes me feel great about picking this bag, because the leather is so smooth, it has like a finished coating on it that gives it a bit of that shine, but I also believe that that coating helps protect the bag from easily getting stained. I could be wrong, but it does feel that way to me. I would definitely recommend this bag 100%. Otherwise, if you're looking for a white bag, I released a video on recommendations of white bags for you to check out. I will put it right at the end of the video, but I'll also probably leave a card here just for you to check out in case you wanted to have a look. This is the my Fit Saint Laurent bag in my collection. If you want me to do a Saint Laurent only bag collection video, let me know in the comment section and I can do that for you guys. That's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. I really love this bag and I'm so happy. You guys know I get excited when I can pick something up on a discount price because these bags are not cheap. So if I can find it secondhand, I'm even more excited about it. I'm pretty sure 50% of my bags are secondhand, and I might actually do a video where I just showcase all the bags that I bought pre-loved, and maybe I tell you the price that I paid for it versus the price that I haven't, that it's worth today. I understand people's hesitation when it comes to authenticity because you're spending a lot of money, regardless whether it's half the price or not. You are spending a lot of money and you want to make sure that your items are the real deal. You don't want, you know, to buy a fake product. It's not what I want for you either, and it's not what I want for myself. So I get that, and I think that's why it's great to have various authenticator houses that you can sort of reach out to and say, hey, I'm happy to pay a price. Do you want to authenticate my bag? Thank you so much for watching to this point. And if you want to keep watching more of my videos, I'm going to leave 2 recommendations here for you to check out. At least one of it is going to be my top 10 white handbags. Thank you so much for watching to this point, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.